Fox 56 News chief medical contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton is calling in from Florida.
Last segment, he focused on tanning and sunburns. Now he's turning his attention to sunscreen. And Doc, you were saying that not all sunscreens are equal and some may work better for you than others.
Yeah, so last segment I gave you the problems with sometimes getting out in the sun and getting too much sun exposure. Now let's talk about how to protect yourself, and it actually is the sunscreen. Now, the most important thing to remember here is we need broad spectrum, meaning UVA and UVB. UVA penetrates deeper, and it's the one that causes more of the skin damage. UVB is superficial. That's the one that causes more of the burns and the sun tanning that we see. So make sure that you get broad spectrum. The big things to talk about also, there's two types of sunscreen. There's a physical barrier and there's a chemical barrier. This right here is a 30 SPF chemical barrier. The chemical barriers are a chemical reaction that absorb the sun's rays, turn it into heat, and is dissipated harmlessly. Now, the other is the physical. That typically is titanium or zinc, and it actually reflects the sun off of your skin. That's how it protects it. So those two levels. Now, the three biggest mistakes people make are: one, not covering the appropriate amount of areas. So your face, your ears, tops of your shoulders, and don't forget the feet. The other is not protecting enough. So it should be every 2 hours if you're just laying around. But if you're in swimming, getting into the ocean, whatever it may be, doing it more often, especially after swimming, you actually look at it. This one right here is an 80, and also not using a one that is concentrated enough or broad spectrum. So we recommend a 30 to 50 SPF, so the sun protection factor. 30 SPF to 50 SPF is kind of the wheelhouse for where we want people to protect each other. So the key is to make sure you apply it. Chemical ones need to be on about 30 to 45 minutes before you get into the sun. The physical ones can go on right as you go into the sun. Make sure you apply it often, frequently, and make sure you cover all those areas. And if you've got kids, don't just put it on once, put it on frequently, often. And honestly, the best thing is not just avoiding the sun, which I wouldn't, sun's good, but also making sure you have appropriate clothing, the hats, the sunglasses, the shirts, things like that to protect our sun and decrease that risk of damage.
Doc, you have a sunscreen right there that's SPF 30. You also mentioned SPF 50. I have a face sunscreen that's like SPF 100. How much bigger of a difference is that actually making the SPF 100 compared to the 50 and 30?
So the way I want you to think about it, it decreases the risk of exposure. 30 decreases the sun's exposure to you by about 97%, 50 is 98%, and then 100 is about 99% sun blockage. The way it's easy to think about is for the number is every minute that you're in the sun, that's equivalent to taking away 30 minutes. So this would be SPF 30. 60 minutes in the sun would be equivalent of 2 minutes in the sun without it. That's a rough math, not absolute. It has to do with the amount that you're putting on and that you're putting it on frequently enough. But yes, then I do recommend that if you're at home, even if you're not going to be in the sun, using a facial sunscreen during the day. I use it every single day just for driving around in the car. Use that. That'll help protect your sensitive parts, the face and the ears, to get sun exposure every single day.
Hey, Doc, before we let you go real quick, couldn't you have found a place closer to the ocean?
Any closer and I'm going to have to put on a life jacket. That's what I'm talking about right here. It's actually a beautiful day here in the panhandle of Florida. A soft breeze. The sun's coming up right over here. It's a great day. Everybody, toes in the sand. Think about the water. It's a great day.
It looks picturesque, Doc. Have a great time there.
Don't forget to reapply.
Oh, absolutely. It's right here.